Welcome back. Today, we're tackling something that quietly cost investors more money than bad luck ever could: confidence. At what point does healthy confidence become a dangerous illusion? And why do so many intelligent people fall into that trap without even realizing it?
That's a great question because confidence is one of the few things that feels like an advantage while secretly becoming a liability. Most people think investing is about picking the right stocks. In reality, it's often about managing yourself. The biggest losses rarely begin with fear. They begin with certainty. Think about someone who buys a stock, it goes up 30% in a few weeks, and suddenly they're convinced they figured out the market. It feels like skill. Sometimes it's simply timing. The market has a funny way of rewarding confidence before testing it. What's fascinating is that our brains are wired to believe success confirms our ability. That's called confirmation bias. We remember the investments that worked and conveniently forget the lucky guesses. Before long, we're not following evidence anymore. We're protecting our ego. Here's where it gets interesting. The more we believe we're in control, the more risks we quietly accept. Investors start checking prices every hour, convinced they can outsmart millions of participants. That's the illusion of control. Watching the market more often doesn't give you more influence over it. Another trap is recency bias. When markets rise for months, people begin believing they'll rise forever. During crashes, they assume the opposite. Our minds mistake recent events for permanent reality, even though markets have always moved in cycles. Then there's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Beginners often feel the most confident because they don't yet know how much there is to learn. Experienced investors usually become more humble because they've been proven wrong enough times to respect uncertainty. One of my favorite analogies is driving on an empty highway. After a while, you stop paying close attention because everything feels predictable. Investing works the same way. Long periods of success can make us careless, and that's often when mistakes become expensive. The investors who build lasting wealth don't try to predict everything. They build systems. They diversify. They stick to long-term investing principles. They write down why they bought an investment before emotions rewrite the story. Their confidence comes from discipline, not from guessing tomorrow's headlines. There's an old saying that markets transfer money from the impatient to the patient. I'd add one more thought. They also transfer money from the overconfident to the prepared. Real confidence isn't believing you'll always be right. It's knowing you'll survive when you're wrong. That's a completely different mindset. If you want financial freedom, stop asking, how can I be more confident? Start asking, how can I make better decisions even when my confidence is misleading me? That single shift changes everything. Your greatest investing edge isn't intelligence. It's humility combined with consistency.
That's a powerful reminder. Confidence should support your investing journey, not drive it. If this conversation challenged the way you think about money, subscribe, share it with someone who invests, and we'll see you in the next episode.